Bon matin! Les tripeuses trotteuses sont en direct de Fredericton!
Good morning, Mayor Mike. Could you please talk to us about Fredericton?
I would love to. That's part of my job. Welcome to Fredericton, everybody. Look, we're in front of historic City Hall. This used to be an opera hall at one time. The council chambers is an opera theater, and that's pretty classic. And we've got the history of Fredericton in tapestries that were donated, and they're around the inside of the council chambers. We're on Queen Street, which about 5 years ago was voted the number one street in Canada. And we got a historic storefront here, lots of great shops and restaurants. You know that we have, in Fredericton, we have about 12 tap rooms where you can walk around and visit the different places where they brew cider, mead, and beer. We're called the Seattle of the East Coast because of all that type of stuff. So when tourists come here, it's one of the main things they do. They do the tap room tour. We've actually set it up so that you can get a passport. You visit the different tap rooms, have one of their ales, you stamp the passport, and there's a gift at the end when you fill them all up. So that's pretty cool. And as you walk down Queen Street, you'll come down to the York County Museum. And that is a beautiful old historic officer square building where it used to be officers' quarters back in the late 1700s. Matter of fact, the Canadian Infantry was founded in the city of Fredericton in the late 1700s, right here. So inside there's a lot of great displays, but one of the cool ones is the Coleman frog. It's a giant frog that was found in Clarny Lake, just on the outskirts in Fredericton, but on the north side. The frog's about this big, and it's on display down there. So you got to go see it. It's been taxidermied and it's under glass. If you continue a little bit further, you're going to come to the beautiful Beaverbook Art Gallery that went through a $30 million expansion a few years ago. Right now it's closed because of COVID, but inside is some of the best art in Canada, matter of fact, across the world. And it is the inside of the building looks over the St. John Woolscook River, looks out onto the Beaverbrook statue, the Robbie Burns statue, all those great things. And that talks to me about our arts and culture within the city. We talk about, we have, I forget how many crafters in our downtown and galleries. And many times a year we'll have the gallery hop. We can go around and there's no charge to get into the galleries, and people come around and visit all those great spots, including the Beaverbook Art Gallery. So we have a lot of cultural tours that happen here in the city. We have the open house every year in the fall, a program I bought back. I stole it from the city of Ottawa, where all our main buildings and icons, City Hall, water treatment plants, University of New Brunswick, the Daily Gleaner, the radio stations, everything that people usually, the playhouse, into the bath, people can get in and visit all these places. Now, a little bit further, you get down to the Hilltop walking bridge that connects the north and the south side of the river. It's our Fredericton's most iconic and treasured facility. 600,000 people cross that every year. You go over to the north side of the river, and it's magnificent. And that's part of the trail system, 115 kilometers of connected trails all through the city. You can go from the far end of the east side of the city to the far side on the west side, and it's all connected. So those are just a few of the treasures. You got it. There's way more that I can tell you about. However, the shopping's great, the entertainment's great, the history's great, and the recreation is great. So thanks for asking me to give you a bit about our city. You're going to explore it a bit, I think, afterwards and see them yourself. And if you ever need some more information, come back, because I've got minutes and minutes more of information I can give you. Thanks for asking me to be part of this series, and I'm glad to showcase part of our city of Fredericton. And I invite everybody, no matter where you are, come visit our beautiful capital city, right on the beautiful river, and you'll get a great big Fredericton welcome, and the shops will give you hugs. And if you stop by, come into City Hall and say hi to Mayor Mike. Thanks, everybody. And right here at this fountain, in the springtime, when it comes to the winter ends, we put a three-tier fountain on here, and on top is a little statue. And it's a little nymph, and the water spurts out of the mouth. And somebody back in the 1800s called it Freddy the Nude Dude. This is the original Freddy, called Freddy the Nude Dude, that was stolen, and years later was found. It was damaged, we had it restored, and we've got it locked under glass at City Hall now. So the one out front will be a replica. We're proud of this little guy. He's got our nickname, Freddy. The clock tower outside the city hall, this is the mechanism that drives the entire machine. It's a unique one. There's not many in the world left. We have to send it away every 10 years or so to be serviced. And down below is the big pendulum that you can see in the lobby that drives the clock. It's a pretty unique mechanism.
Hey Lucette, aujourd'hui là, on est vraiment chanceuse parce qu'aujourd'hui, pour notre 3 km, on a 7 personnes qui nous accompagnent. Il est temps.
Hey non mais Caroline, j'oubliais. J'ai une surprise pour toi.
Ah oui?
Voilà!
Bonjour tout le monde, je suis ici avec les tripeuses trotteuses. Hey, c'est excitant, on peut faire beaucoup de choses dehors pour améliorer notre santé mentale. Il y a tellement des activités, quand même si vous êtes en jaune, orange, rouge, il y a des choses que vous pouvez faire dehors. Alors aujourd'hui, on fait une marche de 3 km, ça nous fait du bien. Alors j'ai hâte de continuer à participer dans les activités et vous aussi.
Merci beaucoup, Dr. Russell. On apprécie grandement que vous marchiez avec nous.
Merci!
Nous sommes devant la galerie d'art Beaverbook et voici la corneille fabriquée avec des pneus recyclés. On se retrouve présentement devant le temple de la renommée sportive du Nouveau-Brunswick.
Je suis ici à la place des officiers où l'on retrouve un musée et aussi un endroit où, durant l'été, on peut voir des spectacles ou du théâtre. Et pendant l'hiver, habituellement, il y a une place pour faire du patin extérieur.
Nous sommes du côté nord de la ville de Fredericton et tout juste de l'autre côté du fleuve de Saint-Jean, on voit la ville du côté sud. De toute beauté. On se retrouve présentement du côté sud du fleuve Saint-Jean. Puis tout juste derrière nous, on voit le pont sur lequel nous avons marché tout à l'heure.
Bon matin! Ok.
C'est comme il est rendu 5h30.
Ouais, ok, coucou.
Could you...
Okay. Above the clock, this
No,
is the mechanism.
no.
Oh, yeah.
OK.
Bon!
Attends une minute. Attends qu'il y ait comme 2 secondes. Non!
Je veux juste faire ce qu'elle a dit. Allô tout le monde! C'est déjà le temps de faire notre 3 km. Puis on va le faire en plein centre-ville. Faites de bons choix! Hors centre-ville, là, parce que d'habitude, il y a un animal au milieu.
C'est un corbeau? Ah, c'est une corneille. Alors, nous sommes du côté nord de la rivière de Fredericton. Et tout juste devant moi, vous voyez le fleuve Saint-Laurent. Et tout juste de l'autre côté du fleuve Saint-Jean. Comme vous pouvez voir, je suis devant la rivière Saint-Jean et non la rivière Saint-Laurent. Nous sommes présentement du côté sud du fleuve Saint-Jean. C'est ça. Ok, là tu viens de dire holy shit sur ma vidéo.